90% of what men do is a red flag, just in general. They are always up to some insidious dookie. Yeah, now this is called paranoia. You should probably talk to a therapist.
Yes, I know, us men are the most evil, dastardly things. Everything we do is a red flag, like,
Here's this cat I saw yesterday. Her name's Maple.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/justlegbeardthings, and if you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up some wholesome internet discussions. Just let me know what you had for breakfast, like an everything bagel or something. And if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Okatoka, let go.
I think I was born in the wrong country. I should be living in Japan, where they would accept me as I am.
Okay, that last one is very much debatable. Wearing the outfit to Comic-Con or Comic-Con, stuff like that is very much, yes, very much acceptable. Everywhere else, though, in daily life, I honestly don't know. That one is very much an up-to-debate kind of thing. But now that I think about it, there's people that say they want to live in Japan just because of Kyoto or Tokyo, stuff like that, the big main cities, just like how there's probably people in Japan that want to go to the US strictly for stuff like New York. There's more to a country than just an iconic city. I feel like a lot of people miss that, though. Transgender activist says that men have no rights to refuse S with men dressed as women. Okay, where in the definition of consent is the word except when?
Men are people. Men are human beings. They were young once. They have parents. Many are parents or will be. They have feelings. They have human bodies. They sleep, they get sick, and they age. And they still deserve to rot in heck. That's very freaking important.
Like, whenever I see this kind of stuff, it always has me thinking, you ever think this person would double down if they happen to fill the exact section of the person they're complaining about? Like, oh, I don't know, if this person had a kid and the kid was a boy, would they still tell their own kid to rot in heck?
Adult videos is about male dominance. Adult videos is about telling all women, know your place. It is therefore no surprise that adult videos is being used to bully and SH women in the workplace. Thread.
Okay, but riddle me this. There is literally a category that is named the exact opposite of what you just said. What about that one? Is that still male dominated even though it's called female? I legitimately don't know if I can say the word on YouTube, but hopefully y'all get the gist at this point.
Men should have their rights stripped away. Isn't it about time to show men, specifically white cishet men, what they have been doing to minorities? We should strip their rights away and then turn them into workers who make up for the times that they have done their damage to any group of people.
Stuff like this very much reminds me of the phrase, if you can't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it. And if we can't improve on our past, then we're very much not really going anywhere as a world. I want small children to think I am either a goddess or a fairy, but I want grown men to fear me. Blue hair.
If my boyfriend tells me he is hanging out with his female friends, I hope there is 6 of them so they can carry his casket.
Oh, you know, it's almost as if getting aggressive toward your significant other because they're people that they like to hang out with just so happen to be women is not exactly a green flag. The way I kind of see it is, the friends have likely been there longer than yous, and they will be there long after yous.
Honestly, hate online dating sites. When I ask a man how tall he is, and he asks me how much I weigh back, is a sign of immaturity for me. Let me break this down. Every human is different, and we all come in unique shapes and sizes, and heights, you mean? But let me say that there is no correlation between weight and height in this scenario. If you are 5'6" in China, you are still 5'6" in the US. That measurement is solid and looks the same all over the world. I am over 200 pounds, but I carry my weight like a darn queen. But someone taller or shorter than me with the same weight is gonna look different from me. So when I ask how tall a guy is, I am trying to see on the most basic fundamental level if I am going to be attracted to you. My my number on a scale is not gonna change anything about me.
Ah, yes, you know, because judging somebody of whether or not you'll be attracted to them solely because of a code that is in their genetic regarding their elevation above the ground is totally the same as a number that changes all of the time and is oftentimes reflected about habits. Plus, while you're at it, if you haven't already, and if you have already, I would not be surprised, you might as well put that whole carry it like a darn queen thing in your bio so people already got a heads up of the type of lovely person you seem to be. One thing to have self-confidence, but it's another thing to have an overinflated ego, and I'm fairly certain that people get those two mixed up a lot.
If you claim to be a feminist and you are not vegan, then you are absolutely confused on what the meaning of feminism is.
What? Last I checked, not eating meat and feminism, there isn't really a correlation. They don't go together like peanut butter and jelly. But you know, this is on the internet, so this is totally a certified fact, as quoted by Abraham frickin' Lincoln. Watch me stand up for women's rights at Fogo de Chao.
Swipe left if you are less than 180 centimeters tall. I may be curvy, but I deserve the best.
Also, swipe left if you are fat or balding. Oh, okay, so it's okay for you to be fat, but not the dude you're matching with. Perfect. I love hurting men's feelings and then blocking them before they can blow up like little children. Some of your egos are so fragile, and it's cute. Yeah, you're really showing them by, trying to rile them up and then running away before you actually get any response out of them to see if what you said actually was effective and you think you're actually cool. This person probably looked pretty cool going nuclear also. This is my spirit bird, the dude's just vibing.
LOL at this bird face, but I gotta ask, please don't use the term spirit animal if you are a white person. Thank you.
Does the term spirit animal have racial implications that I'm not aware of?
I lean towards Patronus now for the same sort of idea. Fictional, thus offensive.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say if you owned a pet snake, you would name it frickin' Nagini, wouldn't you? I might have to look this up. Since when did the spirits become racist?
Girls of Reddit, what makes a guy creepy?
Well, being poor.
I just can't trust someone who doesn't have any money. Like, what are you even doing with all of your time? Gaming, substances. I'm a high-maintenance lady, and if you can't handle it, then back off, creeps. Edit, poor people are downvoting me with the only currency they have, karma.
So, you want someone that can pay for your things?
Well, not always, but mostly, yeah. Men have to be worth my time, and we live in a patriarchy with a gender wage gap. This is how they can make up for that somewhat.
You know, I feel like this person's gonna have a hard time coming to the reality that in order for somebody to want to spend money on you, they actually have to want to spend money on you. You can't just call yourself high maintenance and expect somebody to just suddenly pop out of the woodwork saying, hey, you're worth it. But also at the same time, I'm fairly certain that there's not going to be a lot of people that are just willing to go up to somebody who is asking for you to buy all of their stuff for them. Like anybody that uses other people for free meals or has like food items next to their names in their phone, that's a little bit of a red flag there. Plus also I would kind of think it would be a little creepy in and of itself for you to think that it's perfectly fine for you to be broke but not your significant other. That there just sounds weird.
Men who stand up to pee are weak. Real men have respect for women by sitting to pee so they don't leave a freaking mess on the toilet seat, forcing women to have to clean it up. If we have to sit, then you do too.
Look, speaking from my experience, I've had to clean both the men and women's bathroom at my own work. Women's bathroom is always the dirtier one.
Men claim to hate gold diggers, but what they actually hate is that they can't afford them. The second men get money, they entertain women who they know they would never get if they were broke. In conclusion, men love gold diggers. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Hey, does that TED Talk ticket come with a receipt? Because I want a refund. You know, I think if I ever suddenly came into a good sum of money, I feel like my first thought very much would not be, oh wait, I can't wait for somebody to love me strictly because I have money. Professor says, I chose not to have children because they would be white. A white Ivy League professor has taken to the pages of Huffington Post to condemn her own race, declaring that she chose never to reproduce because her children would simply inherit white privilege. I feel like if this is your biggest issue, there's like a very easy way to make sure you don't have white kids. And posts like this just very much make me question how in the world some people got their professions. A woman attacked boyfriend with a Japanese sword when she discovered he was on Tinder. A Washington State woman repeatedly stabbed and slashed her boyfriend with a samurai sword because she thought he was cheating on her on Tinder. This nut, 31, faces up to 20 years in prison for attempted first-degree DV murder and will be sentenced March 11th. According to the Colombian, the prosecution will recommend the 20-year prison sentence for her. Don't you see? It isn't just men that can master the blade, also women. Also, you really attacking your boyfriend because you thought he was on Tinder? You didn't even have anything confirmed. You just had a thought. You done thunk it, huh? This single dad had a cosmetology lesson so he could give his little girl fabulous hairstyles, an early contender for Dad of the Year.
This man did something that is already expected of women, but he gets extra praise because he's a man?
No, a lot of women don't go to cosmetology classes to learn how to do hair. They have the experience from growing up their mom doing their hair and then experimenting, which is what they can do themselves. The guy probably had short hair his entire life with no clue on what to do. He didn't just look up how to do a ponytail. He paid for actual classes so that he could do his little daughter's hair in cool and creative ways so that she gets the learning experience and learns how to do it her own and then can go to school with fabulous. This is A+ daddy right here. He went above and beyond because he knows that he's lacks in certain areas where a mom would pick this up. Please don't destroy nice things that men do simply because they are men and you want to hate them. But with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Also, social media links will be in the description box down below. But with that, I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.